You've seen a lot of our great videos showing the capabilities of both the Voyager and the Fastback. Today we're going to show you something a little bit different. Maybe some of you didn't know these machines were capable of doing. John, what do you got in store for us today?
So today we're going to watch, just like Rocky said, the Voyager and the Fastback do a little bit of leathering. So right now I have our 12-inch blickhead on here, and I've got my slab here, and I've already started the process with the lower grits, trying to get that softer material off the top. We'll watch those run today.
Hey, John, is this a relatively simple process to do for someone that already owns a Voyager and a Fastback?
Yes, with the right tooling, blickhead, some snail locks, you could do that. So on this, with the Voyager, the first thing I did was use a gauge wheel. Most shops have these with their Voyager. Took off a 30-second here, just removing the top polish here. Makes it easier for leathering. And then work your way up the grits.
Great. Why don't you show us what's next?
All right, so I was just about to change out these pads to the next grit size. So this is a 220, I'm done with those, and I'm gonna go up to a 400 next. And really the grits are, you know, whatever texture or shine you're looking for, that's gonna be dependent on what grits you use. So when we leather, we want water, but we don't want too much. So I have my water sources off, and we're actually gonna get a little water through the spindle, and that should be enough. So we have that set up. Now we'll go over to the screen here.
All right, John, show us what we got going on here.
All right, so I have the program loaded. I've already ran this program several times with my different grit patterns. As I step up my different grits, I just run the same program. So very easy to do.
Fantastic.
All right, we'll hit our key here and cycle start. It'll come up to the front, tell us which tool to insert. It's already inserted in there. Cycle start again. So right now, Rocky, I'm just putting about an 1/8 inch flex on those bristles.
Okay.
You don't want to go any more. You don't want your leathering head to go off the slab. It is a spring loaded. So very easy to program that way.
How big is the slab we're doing today, John?
This slab is about 73 inches long, 40 inches tall.
Okay, fantastic. So John, it doesn't look like we're using a whole lot of water in this process. Can you explain that maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, actually, if you look close enough, right through the spindle, we have water coming out there. When you're leathering, you kind of want that, what is coming off the leathering head, to be more of a milky look, so you can see all that stone material in there.
And for each program that we're running on this, how long does it take to do each step?
Each program is about 20 minutes. And I'm doing a kind of a crosshatch pattern. You don't want to see waves in your leathering. So you'll see it do a crosshatch pattern, and that total 20 minutes.
Okay, fantastic.
So on the earlier grits I did, the 46 to 60, you were seeing a lot of stone material come off here. Now we're at I believe 300. We're not seeing quite as much material of the stone.
So now we're at the point where we're bringing the shine back to the stone.
Yep, exactly.
All right, John, that looked like a really simple process.
Yeah, it is very easy. Once this dries off, you can see what kind of finish it is. If you want to bring more color, just change the grits on there to the next step and run the same program over.
Well, it's probably hard to see on the camera, but this is a beautiful piece.
Yep. And it all varies on your different materials.
Okay. What do we do for the edge here, John?
So my plan with this slab is I'm going to cut it up kind of a small island, and then I'm going to take it to the Fastback.
Fantastic. Let's go take a look.
Yep.
All right, John, show us how we set up our Fastback to do this.
So your regular pads, they're just snail locked on. Go ahead and grab some 5-inch snail lock brushes, place those in from the lowest grit to the highest grit, and there you go. Easy tool change.
Pretty simple snell lock tool change. Do we have to do anything special with our spindles?
We do turn the pressure down. So right now I'll have everything around 10 to 15 PSI. The brushes are a little higher than the pad itself, so you don't need that much pressure when you're running them through.
Okay, are we using all 7 spindles in this situation?
No, right now I'm only using 5 brushes. So I have spindle 1 off and I have spindle 7 turned off. So if you take a look down the line here, you can see what we have set up. And I have it starting from the lowest grit to the highest grit from the start here. So here we got spindle 1 turned off, spindle 7 turned off because we don't have any brushes on there. And then we could choose to turn off or on our chamfer tools. In this case, we'll just keep them on. And then we're set up. Tool changes, spindles on and off, you're ready to go. All right, Rocky, so we got this backsplash from the same material that we've seen on the Voyager. We'll run that through. And then Blackstone's gonna be easier to see. We'll run that too, so you can at least see the texture a little better.
Fantastic, John. Show us how it's done.
So I already have my thickness set. We'll hit start. And we'll push it through. So right now we're running 50 inches a minute. There we go. We'll throw our black piece in.
All right, John, let's take a look at what we got here. Blow these off quick. Oh, that one looks great. I'll grab this black one here. Man, is that pretty. That did a fantastic job. End to end, front to back.
You know, the material is going to make a difference whatever you're running. I did run some rainforest here, and you can really see the veins here, how much they stick out. So
yeah, it really made those pop.
Yep.
Thanks, John. I really appreciate you showing us this unique feature of the Voyager and the Fastback.
Not a problem, Rocky.
A lot of people don't think that, you know, when they think about leathering, they don't think about the Voyager or the Fastback. They typically think of a CNC router. But as you've seen today, we can do it on both these machines. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video today. Visit us at parkindustries.com to see the rest of the great videos on both the Voyager, the Fastback 2, and all our other great machines at Park Industries. If you got any questions, please give us a call anytime. Have a great day.